Think about a difficult conversation you had a few months ago, which made you upset and left you angry. But now thinking about it doesn't trigger you anymore. It doesn't upset you anymore. You've kind of forgotten it. Now think of another difficult conversation which happened years ago, which also deeply hurted you at that time now. And now you think about it, the moment you remember it, it triggers you. Something shifts inside you. The more you think about it, the more you feel like it happened very recently. It's all fresh in your mind. You remember every detail and it still makes you upset. Indulging in it for long makes your chest feels heavy, your face feels warm. The smaller hurts didn't stay with us because the emotion completed its journey. Our body felt it, processed it, and let it go. The emotion arose, stayed for a while, and then quietly passed, just as it was meant to. On the other hand, we still carry those painful memories from another bad conversation because our body is still holding on to the emotion from that moment. It was never fully processed, never fully released. To understand why this happens, we have to look at what an emotion actually is. In simple words, an emotion is your body's reaction to a thought. The mind creates a story from a situation that you're insulted, rejected, embarrassed, betrayed, taken advantage of, and the nervous system instantly answers. And your body reacts right away. You feel it in your body. The chest tightens, the face heats up, and you feel a knot in your stomach. Imagine your loved one is supposed to be home by now, but they're not answering their phone since hours and they haven't come, and then your mind starts imagining the worst and your body reacts as though the danger is happening right now. An emotion is like a wave of energy moving through the body, and like a wave, it keeps moving. Like a wave, it's meant to rise, reach its peak, and gently pass through you. What we call emotional baggage is simply an emotion that never got a chance to fully move through us. An emotion is meant to move through us. When we resist, when we push it away, I'm busy, I have to work, I can't deal with this feeling right now, it doesn't simply disappear, it gets stuck somewhere, stored somewhere in the body. We will discuss in some time where it gets stored. So, the moment you remember that painful memory, you can feel something begins to rise inside you, your body begins to react. Just thinking about that conversation is enough for your body to start reacting again. The moment the feeling appears, you naturally want it to go away. You don't want to feel it. Your body tenses. You reach for your phone, you get distracted in your work, and your attention quickly moves somewhere else. Instead of staying with the feeling, you turn away from it. You may think the feeling is gone now. Thank God it's gone. I'm fine now. I'm busy. I'm working. I'm meeting friends. I'm meeting people. But it's not gone. It's because you have just distracted yourself. So instead, it takes a different path. It begins to show up in two different places, your body and your mind. The mind grabs hold of some part of the emotion, which is the energy in motion. So some part of is grabbed by the mind, and the mind starts building the stories around it. Soon you are not just remembering what happened, you keep endlessly replaying the thoughts, what happened, why it happened, trying to understand it, trying to judge it, how bad they behaved, or change it. I could have replied back that way. Next time I'll say that. And the rest of the emotion which was passing through gets settled in the body. So some part of emotion is captured by the mind. It makes stories. Other parts get settled and stored in the body. It didn't pass through. You may feel it as heaviness in your chest, tightness in your stomach, or tension in your shoulders. Over time, you get so used to carrying it that you hardly even notice it's there now. We try to avoid a few moments of discomfort whenever it returns to us because it wants acknowledgement. Please check out, I am sitting in your body, please release me. But whenever it comes, we distract ourselves. We feel discomfort. So we keep pushing it down, distracting away, and it keeps getting stored back in the body, and we end up carrying that same feeling for years and years on years. So now on the screen, you can see a body map showing where different emotions are commonly felt. For example, anger is often felt as heat in the head, chest, and hands. When we feel angry, the upper body often feels ready to react. And fear is commonly felt in the chest. The heart starts beating faster. And when something makes you feel sick, you feel it in your throat and stomach. And happiness is one emotion that can feel throughout your whole body. And when we feel sad, the chest sometimes feels heavy, and the arms and legs can lose their energy, and it can feel numb or heavy. So the good news is, the life naturally brings these old feelings back to the surface. It's giving us another chance to feel them and finally let them go by feeling them fully. Instead of feeling them, we distract ourselves because we don't want even a few moments of discomfort. And so the body keeps holding on to that tension. Sometimes the pain or tension we live with may be coming from the old hurts that we never allowed ourselves to fully feel. Nature shows us a completely different way of dealing with these feelings. If you see, even after a life-threatening situation, animals naturally calm themselves down. So when a deer escapes from a lion, let's say, it doesn't carry the fear for the rest of its life. Once it's in a safe zone, it shakes its body for a few moments. After that, it becomes calm again, starts grazing, back to grazing. It doesn't live with fear anymore. It doesn't even remember that fear it felt moments ago. So the energy came, it rose, it moves, and it left. The fear is gone.